Hello, I wanted to put together a short video to show you some of the features of the new Pace Clock X app. The welcome screen, as you can see here, you can click on the support website if you need some more information. Hope to keep that up to date with frequently asked questions or any new versions that come out. You can look at that support website for that. If you're a swimmer or swim coach and you track your workouts, please try out Workouts X. You can click on the link there and view that on the App Store. Try that out. Otherwise, click anywhere on this page, and that'll take you into the app. So basically, it's just a pace clock. So I can just go and start the pace clock up. And what mode it's in right now, it says it's real-time mode up here in the upper left-hand corner. And if I'm sorry, gotta stop the clock before I can change the mode. But I can see different options for the mode. I can have it start from zero if it's a continuous clock. Uh, the mode I was in was real time, so the minutes and seconds will correspond to the minutes and seconds of wherever you are. It will match up to your local time. And then the other feature we have here is sets. So I can choose to create a set. And this one I can say, well, I want 10 or 20. And one of the things a little trick here is if you hold down on the button, it will increase rapidly. So you can either click it one at a time to change, or you can hold it down and get to a point where you want to start a little bit quicker. But you can set minutes and seconds independently here. I'm just going to set this for 20 repeats on the minute 20. Click the little check sign. And now you see up in the upper left-hand corner of the screen that I am in the set running mode. I'm going to run this set of 20 repeats on the 120. And when I start that, I click on that and it starts the clock. So couldn't be much easier than that. After a minute 20, it will update the display at the top of the screen, and it will go on to the next set. Now, some of the configuration features that we can see here is, first of all, this question mark down here in the lower left-hand corner just brings you back to that welcome page in case you want to get back and email me or visit one of the websites. Then next to it, we have the settings button. And the settings button, I can change a couple things here. I can change the colors that are displayed for the clock, and I can change the sounds. And then the final one is sets count up or sets count down. So I currently have the sets counting up. So when I start a new set, it's going to go from zero, in this case, to 120, and then it's going to start back over at zero. But I could uncheck that box, and when I run that, the sets are going to count down from 120 down to zero. So we're going to pause that here, and I'll change that back to sets count up. So let's look at the color options. So right now, I have a blue with a black text color, but I can go and change those. And actually, I had reset them. So if I set them back to the default values that you're probably seeing if you've downloaded the app and are running on your phone, here's the different colors that we see. So the standard color is always going to be used when you're running the continuous clock. The send-off color and warning color I'm going to demonstrate here in a minute. So to change the color, basically just click on that little color icon, and then you can change to whatever you want. When you close that screen, it shows you in the update what that'll look like. And I'm just going to reset that back to the default. So that's the colors, a lot of variations on colors. And now let's go and see how we can change or how we can make use of that send-off and warning color. So, and actually it changed to the warning color because I'm very close to the end of the set here. Now let me just cancel that back, get back to the original. So the way you change the colors, so the way the colors change are based on the settings under clock sounds. So I can set or I can select sounds, and I don't know if this is going to come through on the video, probably not, but I can, as I change the sound, it'll beep, and you can hear a couple different beeps that you have the option in the app. But then we have the send off interval. So right now it's set at 5 seconds, and it's also set for no additional send offs. So what that means is that it's going to start the set at 0, and it's not going to beep or anything as you send or as you hit the send off interval. But let's say I have 3 swimmers in each lane, and the first swimmer is going to go on 0, second one's going to go on 5 seconds, third one's going to go on 10 seconds. So that's what the send off interval is, set for 5 seconds. And I'm going to do 2 additional send offs. So this beep will happen every 5 seconds, 2 times. Okay. And that will also affect the send off color. So in that time frame, in those first 10 seconds, you'll see the clock change to a different color based on the settings that we just saw in the color panel. And then similarly, we have the end of repeat warning. Okay. And these options only affect the clock when you're setting or when you're running sets. So this doesn't affect the continuous clock at all. But for the repeat warning, once again, I can choose different sounds. And also I can say, well, I want that warning sound to beep, but I want it to beep 3 times. So basically what's going to happen is, in this case, we have 6 seconds before the end of repeat. Let's change that to 10 seconds. So 10 seconds before the end of the repeat, the clock will beep 3 times with that warning beep signal. Okay, so I can save that. Now, all of these changes automatically saved. They're saved in your phone. They will, persist when you bring the phone back up, so you don't have to reset those again. But you will see down in the lower right-hand corner that the speaker is currently off. So I'm going to toggle that on. And once again, don't know if you're going to be able to hear the beeps, but for demonstration purposes, I'm going to turn that on, and I'll have the beeps happening here. And I'm going to just create a new set that's going to repeat every 20 seconds, just so you can see the clock color changing. Okay, so when I start the set, what's going to happen is it's going to immediately change over to the send-off color for 10 seconds. Then it's for the next 5 seconds. I'm sorry. Let's go back. Actually, let's change our set to let's change it to 30 seconds. Okay, so it's going to, and I'm just going to go back to the clock sounds again so I get this right. It's going to play the send-off sound every 5 seconds. It's also going to keep that send-off color on the screen for 10 seconds. The end of repeat warning, because this is a 30-second repeat, is going to sound 10 seconds before the end. So it's going to sound at 20 seconds into the set, and it will beep 3 times. At that time, it's also going to change the color over to our warning color, which will be the yellow. So we're going to see the green come up for 10 seconds. Then we're going to see the blue standard color for 10 seconds. And then we're going to see the warning color for 10 seconds. And it's just going to cycle through as it's running these sets. So I go and start that. You see I have the green color here. And once again, don't know if the beeps are going to come through on this. Probably not, but you'll be able to play around with that on your phone. It changes over to the blue standard color in this intermediate time. And then it will beep 3 times, change to the yellow color to signify that, hey, the set's ending or the repeat is ending, and we're going to get ready to start the next one. And we start the next one, we're in the green cycle again. So that's basically how that works. I can pause the set where I am at 9 seconds here. And when I resume it, it's going to resume in that same spot. Or I can stop it completely, which is going to reset the clock so that if I start it up again, it's going to start at the first repeat. Um, and then the only other thing is, so same thing happens with the continuous running clock. If I start that, it's going to start at 0. And if I pause that, wait a few seconds, and then restart that, it starts up where it left off. However, if I'm using the real-time clock, because this always syncs to your real time, if I start that up, and right now it's 4:56 in the evening, but if I start that up and then pause this clock for a little bit, it says 4:50 or 56:46 right now is where I paused it. But if I restart that, it's going to be the current time, which is going to be about 4:57. Okay, so we see the 57:02. So I hope this gave a good indication of what you can do with this app.